Doesn't it feel great to be alive on a Monday morning or a Monday afternoon on YouTube as a die-hard, passionate Chicago Cubbies baseball fan or what? Hey Chicago Cubs fans, Ryan here. I hope you guys had a awesome Chicago Cubbies weekend, and I hope you all are having a great start to your Monday. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week. But more importantly, I hope all you guys are ready for another episode of Cubs Baseball with Ryan Knight. Therefore, welcome back to the channel of Cubs Baseball with Ryan Knight. So today's episode is going to be short, simple, and sweet. We're going to discuss something that happened between former Cub Anthony Rizzo and Freddie Freeman. That's going to be a fun one to talk about in just a few seconds. And then we're going to discuss a fight last night at Wrigley Field. Well, let's start with the good news. 4 years ago, today at Truist Field in Georgia, the home of the Atlanta Braves, Anthony Rizzo, a former Chicago Cub, struck out Freddie Freeman. Again, at that time, Freddie Freeman was a Brave, Rizzo on the Cubbies. Yeah, 4 years ago, today, Anthony Rizzo pitched at Truist Park in Atlanta and struck out Freddie Freeman. One of the most memorable, unique, and funniest Chicago Cub moments anybody could ask for. You're a first baseman in MLB pitching to another first baseman, Gold Glove first baseman versus Gold Glove first baseman, slugger first baseman versus slugger first baseman. I mean, it could not get any funnier than that. And I got to tell you, Anthony Rizzo, when he struck Freddie Freeman out, that pitch was thrown at 59.7 miles an hour. How in the world Freddie Freeman could you not hit that? And when Freddie Freeman swung and missed, he was laughing, Rizzo was laughing. I think everybody in the whole stadium was laughing on that night. And you know what? It's always good to go back down in the time machine, down memory lane, and realize that it doesn't matter. At the end of every single day, Freddie Freeman struck out. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. At the end of every single day, for the rest of the beyond world, Anthony Rizzo will own a strikeout over Freddie Freeman in MLB. That is something Anthony Rizzo can never get rid of. He will always be known as a guy that struck out Freddie Freeman in an MLB regular season game. Now, of course, the Cubbies were down by $1 billion on that night, but it still didn't matter. Anthony Rizzo still got the strikeout over Freddie Freeman. And, I guess Anthony Rizzo is good at pitching, I mean, literally. So I got curious, and I'm like, has Anthony Rizzo pitched in any other MLB game? He actually has 5 other times, and the funny thing about it is, out of 5 pitching appearances in MLB, Anthony Rizzo's ERA is a 0. So he has a better career ERA than Kurt Schilling, Roger Clemens, Yoshi Yamamoto, Kyle Hendricks, Randy Johnson, Babe Ruth, Cy Young, Clayton Kershaw. Anthony Rizzo will always have a better career MLB ERA than Clayton Kershaw, Madison Bumgarner, Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, Corbin Burns, Paul Skeens, Yoshi Yamamoto, Shota Imanaga. Adam Wainwright. I'm not calling these guys out, but I guess it is a fact. Anthony Rizzo will always have a perfect ERA in MLB unless he ends up pitching again in MLB. by some reason. But yeah, 4 years ago, today, Anthony Rizzo struck out Freddie Freeman in an MLB regular season game. I mean, how funny is that? That's just hilarious. But yeah, I thought we would go back down memory lane and back in the time machine to have that. But now that we're talking about it, what do you guys think of that moment? Do you guys cherish that moment? I mean, imagine being at that game as a Cubbies fan on that night. But yeah, what do you guys think of that? And all that. Let me know down below. I'm very interested to know what you guys think about that. Okay, so now we got to talk about something else I don't really want to talk about as a Cubs fan. Last night, the Chicago Cubs took on the Philadelphia Phillies from the friendly confines at Wrigley Field on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, and there was a fight in the bleachers at the game last night. And you're literally saying, what? There was a fight at the friendly confines in the bleachers? Like, are you crazy? And it was on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball? You're like, what? Unfortunately, Cub fans, it is true. And the two participants in the fight were both Chicago Cub fans. I do want to know, I was able to type up and look up the police report from Chicago PD at the field, at Wrigley Field last night. And it was two young adult male Cub fans. They were both treated by EMS or EMTs. They were both arrested for assault. One of them, I don't know what one, but one of them has been charged with assault and an additional aggravated assault. I do not know. Other than that, that is literally all I know. Cub fans, I really hope you guys forgive me for this. But seeing that, I kind of feel embarrassed and all that as a Cubs fan. And I really hope you guys can forgive me on that. But I'm not asking you guys to. I just pray that you guys can hope, because that should not happen. Period. There's no reason for it. I don't know. Maybe they were both intoxicated. But in my rule book, it's totally unacceptable. I mean, we all have the right to our own opinion and all that, but it should never, and I mean never, turn physical. And luckily, both participants were not injured, but they were treated by EMS or EMTs, and then they were taken to jail. So I want you guys to know, I don't know what the consequences will be regarding the friendly confines at Wrigley Field, but I do know it's totally unacceptable. And I would ask you guys to understand that. But I would also ask for you guys again to forgive me for saying that. Now I feel embarrassed as a Chicago Cub fan. That does not happen. I did discuss it. I was up earlier this morning talking to my brother Casey about it, and my brother and I did have a conversation about how that is embarrassing. You know, not just to be a baseball fan, but to be a Cub fan. Of course, my brother Casey is he looked at the footage, guys, but you know what? I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it's totally uncalled for. So hope you guys can forgive me for that. Okay, why don't we end it on some great news? Ladies and gentlemen, this coming Wednesday, the very last day of April, is going to be the premiere of the 2016 championship documentary only on Netflix by the Chicago Cubs. Yes, guys, 2 days away from today, only on Netflix, is the debut of the 2016 Chicago Cubs documentary. I've seen clips of it. Guys, it is going to be awesome. You guys will not want to miss out. That is 2 days away from tonight or today, and that will debut this coming Wednesday only on Netflix. You guys will not want to miss it. They just did They just uploaded the documentary on the Boston Red Sox about that. That is a good one, in case you guys don't know. But yeah, guys, 2 days away from tonight, we will have the debut 2016 Cubs documentary only on Netflix. Please mark that date down. I did say Thursday last night, and I do apologize. I caught that. I don't know if any of you guys caught that. But yeah, we are now 2 days away until the debut of the 2016 Cubs documentary coming to Netflix. Again, my mom found out about that about a month ago. Shout out to her for letting me know, because I would have probably not known it. So, again, if you guys have Netflix, Cub Nation, make sure you watch it. It will be fun, and can't miss, must see Chicago Cub TV. So, again, that is debuting this Wednesday only on Netflix. All right, Cub fans, that's all I got for you guys on Cubs baseball with Ryan tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought, but drop a like if you enjoyed. And as always, have a great rest of your Monday. And as always, go Cubs go.